Hello, Che and Addie. It's time for us to have our weekly visit in the time leading up for Christmas. And I just think I'll say a personal hello just to start with. Granddad is home. He just got home last night and he's still asleep, and it's time for me to do this. So, and besides, his car is completely unable to start. It's very, very cold here. So I thought before I read you the book and light the candle, I would show you a couple of things that we've got going here now. So now we have the Christmas tree all decorated, and most of my Christmas tree decorations are special things that I've had through the years. And I have on this tree, this is a Christmas tree decoration that your daddy made for me when he was in Montessori school, and I think he was about 3. And he made it for me, and so I have one for each of your uncles as well. But just since his family grew and he grew up, I added a picture of your mommy when she was little, and I made these ones myself. And then when Che was born, he was my first grandson, I made a picture of him and put it on there. And I have Atticus as well. So now that's true. And this is a Christmas village that I made. And actually Papa and your Uncle Chris have one that they've made. And the thing I added this year was a mobile of Santa Claus that turns around and fires over the village. So let's light that Advent candle. This week is the 3rd week, and this is the week for joy. And joy is a special kind of happiness that just lives inside you all the time. So there we are, lighting that candle. And now we have 3. One more next week, and then we light the Christmas candle. So this week I thought I would read you a book about the story that the reason we have Christmas. Christmas is about a special baby by the name of Jesus who was born long time ago, and born in a country that is very much like the one that you live in, much more like it. Okay, so, and this was purchased by your Uncle Chris for Lucas and Lorelei, and they lent it to me. So, long ago, in a faraway country, in a tiny town, a man knocked at the door. "Have you heard?" he called. "A baby is coming." "No room here," said the innkeeper, and he shut the door. The man knocked again and again and again. "Have you heard?" he cried. "A baby is coming soon." "No room here, no room here," the innkeeper replied. And they shut their doors one after the other. The man stood still as a stone, a hand on the neck of the donkey that had carried his wife into the land of strangers. "Have you heard?" he whispered to the donkey. "A baby is coming this very night." The donkey twitched her ears and nodded her head, and led her master to the stable, filled with beasts and fragrant hay. "Have you heard? Have you heard?" said the man. "We have heard, and we've been waiting for you. Come in, come in." When the baby was born, The beasts shouted with joy. Have you heard? They whinnied and brayed and mooed and barked and bleated. He is come. And the angels sang too, in their satin voices, and the stars joined in as well. Have you heard? Have you heard? He is here. And shepherds left their flocks in the fields and searched out the stable, that means a barn, so they could admire the baby. And the kings heard and left their kingdoms and journeyed afar, bringing gifts to the baby. Mary and Joseph were the name of the parents. They received everyone's happiness. The animals, the shepherds, the kings, and the angels. Come and give thanks to us, they said to each other. We have been given a baby, a special baby, who is going to tell us about joy and peace and love and friendship. And the baby, the dear baby, lay in his bed of fragrant hay and smiled at the world with the universe's own smile. Now, every time a baby is born, stars and angels sing in their satin voices, have you heard? Have you heard? Mums and dads and grandmas and grandpas and grandmoms and granddads and aunts and uncles and cousins travel far bringing gifts. Have you heard, they say to one another, another baby is here. And in our family we have, and actually Jesus was born many, many years ago, and he brought the whole idea of peace and love and friendship to the world, and that's why we celebrate Christmas. But it was a very, very long time ago, and we really aren't sure of the actual day that he was born, but we celebrate it every year at Christmas time. And we're lucky in our family because we had a baby born on that day, and that was Atticus. And actually, Che, your birthday on the 6th of January is the day when we celebrate when the kings finally arrived to see the baby Jesus. So I have 2 grandsons who are Christmas grandsons. So until next week, when I will see you, and I know this is a bit rough, maybe next week Granddad will be able to say hello, and maybe a little later I'll get him to send a little video to you guys. But love you both very much, and we'll see you next week.